Hello, my name is Jennifer March, and this is my speech on Mount Rushmore. I'm supposed to be answering the question, if I could see one face on Mount Rushmore of a person dead or alive, who would it be? Did you know that Mount Rushmore was originally designed as a tourist destination on Lakota Indian land? Not exactly a popular move at the time. Since then, though, it has become a shrine of democracy, depicting the faces of four influential presidents of the United States: George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, and Theodore Roosevelt. I think, for me, to answer who I would put on Mount Rushmore, I really need to first understand why these men were selected to be put on Mount Rushmore. And if you look at it, the answer really is quite simple. They stood for the ideals of democracy and sovereignty and the equal rights for all men, especially in the times of adversity. Just look at all that Abraham Lincoln had to go through the Civil War, with his fights in slavery. With this in mind, I would recommend one person, Harriet Beecher Stowe. And even though she is a woman, she's a very influential figure in our United States history. Now, you might be asking, why would I recommend her? Well, for three simple reasons. Number one, what does democracy stand for? And what does it mean? Well, according to Webster, it means all eligible citizens have an equal say in the decisions that affect their lives. In other words, in democracy, we are not controlled by a state government that tells us how we can worship, how we can speak, and how we can live our daily lives. Now, at the time Harriet Beecher Stowe lived, slaves did not have an equal right, and she was their voice, spreading the word of atrocities of slavery through her stories that was published in a daily paper. Number two, she was a writer in a time when women were not considered equal citizens. Women could not vote, they generally had no public voice, and honestly, they weren't involved in politics, and they were expected to stay home and take care of children. Yet she defied this role and sought out for equal rights for all men. Number three, in part, her writings helped sway public opinion in the North to seek equal rights for slaves. And even as rumors speak, Lincoln told her, "So you're the little lady that started this big war." Now, even though it wasn't popular or her place in society at the time, Harriet Beecher Stowe stood up for her beliefs and sought equal treatment for all men, despite their race, creed, or religion, which is what our United States Constitution strives to do as well. She should be looked at for all people as a leader, a teacher, and a role model that all American citizens should want to emulate. She's a fighter of democracy. Therefore, I nominate her as the person that I would place on Mount Rushmore. Thank you for your time.